G'day, this is Simon. I'm not quite Captain Australia at the moment. Hang on. Reflective mirror. This is how Dodgy the old fella looks when he's out and about. Well, in fairness, I look dodgy. Whether I'm superheroed up or not, I look dodgy, yeah? I hope you can hear me all right. Sorry, there's no earbuds in, so I'm relying on the phone. I am out and about in Traralgon. I am staying in comfort, thank you to Himal, who manages the Mantra Traralgon and approved to donate a room for the night. And it's luxury, it's a lovely facility. There's laundry in there, so I'm catching up on all of my filthy clothing. So I have to visit a radio station tomorrow locally, and I won't set off any biosecurity alerts or anything as I walk in and people start collapsing from the pong, because all of the Captain Australia uniforms will be suitably laundered, which is good. So now I'm actually off looking for a Chinese restaurant. You know, the old man craves a bit of the old wonton soup, but hang on, we've got some comments. Let me pop on the glasses and respect your comments. Ugh. Oops, poking the eye out. Hang on, take the beanie off, old fella. There we are. Diddly dee 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 dee. Hello. Chrissy Butler, we can hear you. Good, I'm glad. Chrissy, lovely to see your name come up. How are you? Diddly dee. Meg says, hi Captain Australia, hope you have a great night. Well, I have comfort, I'm clean. Let me tell you about something that happened today. It's happened before, and I want to try and describe it because, oh, look at the sunset though, hang on. Look at that. You know, the clouds. Somehow the sky feels higher here. That probably sounds completely crazy. But look at that gold in the clouds. That's a gift, yeah? So, yeah, today, so firstly, I want you to understand something. I know what endorphins feel like, okay? I understand the feeling of endorphins. So what I'm going to describe to you is not that. It's like this accessing a spiritual power, and you're going to think I'm flaky, but I'll describe it anyway, just for science and just for the record, because it has happened before. So I was walking, and I'm winding down like an old clock. I really am. So as I sort of stumble into these last days of the walk, I feel it, you know. Under normal conditions, let's say I'm doing 50 kilometers. The last 3 kilometers are always the hardest. If I'm doing 30 kilometers, yeah, let's have another look while I talk. If I'm doing 30 kilometers, those last 30 kilometers, the last 3 are the hardest. It's always at the end of the day you struggle. But now I'm struggling not just in the last 3 kilometers, but in the last half of my walk. You know what I mean? Even just keeping going for a couple of hours, I think, oh, my feet hurt. Oh, the pain. Oh, I wish I could just stop and have just a little rest. And I start to negotiate with myself, you know? But I had this sensation, oh, look, there's Town Hall or something. Look at that too. Oh, that's a pretty building over there. I like Traralgon, but it's bigger than I thought it would be. I feel a bit like Tom Hanks in Castaway after he comes out of the wilderness and he just can't fit back into society again. It feels weird. I was walking through a parking lot before. It's a post office, is it? Yeah. So I was walking through a parking lot before and it just felt like a different kind of jungle. Yeah. Anyway, so this feeling. So I was wanting to quit and I was tired. And I had pain in my legs and in the soles of my feet, mainly around the heels. And I just wanted to stop. But then I said to myself, no, look, there's power in you. And I knew it was true. And that feeling of truth resonated through me. And my legs, they started to tingle. And it's not endorphins, it's like a feeling of just when you hear truth, like absolute truth, like resonant truth, and you feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Sorry, my hands are a bit gross, check that out. Yeah, it's healing up though. And my legs tingle, and the pain was gone. And I could have ran, you know? 75 days on the road, but I could have ran. And it lasted like about an hour or so. So I was going from like plod, 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 plod to boom, 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 boom. Just, and it was not accessing new energy. I didn't need a chocolate bar. you know? And it was not like a weird sort of endorphin exchange. It was just this sense of my own internal power, and that I could access it and use it, you know? And I think that's something that we all have in us. And there's the proximity to it. Like, the more stuck we are in the day-to-day and in our stress and in our, you know, garbage problems and all of that, the less access we have to it, the less clarity we have. But I think by stripping things back, I've found that I'm probably sounding completely bonkers, but I've found that sense of certainty, you know? And by stripping away all of the noise in my life, I've left room for something else. And so when I said to myself, no, there's more to you than this, and I knew it was true, suddenly I elevated. I like ping, leveled up in my stamina, and I was like a machine for about an hour and a half. And I'm walking down the side of the road, the pain is gone, I'm smiling, and I powered the last 10k into Traralgon and up here to the motel. So I don't know, I'm probably describing something that a lot of people know about, and it's really just, you know, it's being able to access your second wind or something. But it felt significant to me, and I'm trying to describe it purely for science. Now the sunset's gotten even better. Have a look at this. It's like a living golden flame across the clouds. It looks even better through my eyes than it does in the camera, but look at that. So hello Traralgon, nice to meet you. And yeah, look, so I'm what, 180 kilometres out of Melbourne, I think, or something like that. Tomorrow I'll go to Morwell. Somebody has kindly organised a motel at Morwell to volunteer a room. So people are kind of ringing ahead of me and sorting out accommodation. Please, if you're doing that, never slap down money, and ideally reach out to me just to make sure, because I might pass through a town instead of stay there or something. I hate the idea of letting someone down, you know? I love what you're doing, and I'm so humbled and grateful. I truly am. But I don't want to let anybody down. Look at that. And so it gets this bruised purple over there. I think that's just a gift. It's lovely. So, the old fella's going to go and find himself some wonton soup, wander back, finish his laundry, and tomorrow I'm going to go to Morwell. But here's the thing, like everything that I've learnt in the big walk, every strength that I've built in myself, I think I get to take back. I get to take back into my normal life. And if I'm vigilant, and if I'm diligent, I won't let it slip away. And the absolute basic thing of the walk is that I'm just I'm just an old bullfed. There's nothing special about me. I'm just an ordinary person who reached a point where they could not continue in the same direction. So I had to rebuild hope in my life. And I just stumbled backwards into the solution, which for me was dressing up like a superhero and walking across the country. For you, it could be something else. But if you have pain in your life, and if you are broken, I'm proof positive you can turn it all the way around. You know? I almost said a full 360, but if you do a 360, you're facing the same bloody direction you started. So a full 180, yeah? Anyway, let's look at the sunset and then I'll let it go. I'm going to go find some Chinese food. And while we look at the sunset, I'm going to look at your comments. Diddly-dee. Okay, beautiful sunset. Wow, says Deborah. Good on you, Deborah. Cindy, lovely, so nice. It is, it's just gorgeous. Tamara says, stunning, so lovely. What's local Chinese restaurant you're going to? I think it was something like the Manchurian something. I don't know, there's one just down the road. I'm going to wander in there and see what soups they got. Andy says, you are the superhero. Einstein is still with you and pussy is better now. Cheers, Captain, you sound so well. Now, Einstein's cat is better. I got a text from him. He's back at Ulladulla. So, sorry, Einstein has not been following anymore. He left back at Eden. Was it Eden? Yeah, so that's when his cat got attacked by a possum or something. So sadly, he's been gone for, I don't know, well over 10 days now, something like that. But his cat's getting better and off the medicine. And he mentioned that he might try and go down to Melbourne for the last days of the walk, so you might be seeing Einstein again. But yeah, he's a wonderful man and a lovely character, and I hope a true friend for the rest of my life. Diddly dee dee diddly dee. Meg says, a good Chinese restaurant near you. Okay, I think that's the one I'm headed for. I just popped it into maps. Yep, hurry up before the Chinese shuts before you get there. What? It's daylight. What's going on with this crazy country that you bloody shut your after hours food, dinner food? What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Lana says, such an inspirational man. Well done, almost there. Oh, thank you. Colleen says, haha, pass through the LRH on your way tomorrow. We're still waiting on MRI results. Oh, is that near here, is it, Colleen? So Colleen I met at Rosedale yesterday at the lovely barbecue those wonderful people held, and Colleen drove up from Morwell to say good day. And her adopted son Jarl, who I want to say Jarl every time, like from playing too much Skyrim, I am Jarl. He jumped off the roof of somewhere and he busted his poo-poo valve and now he's in hospital. Geez, I hope he's all right. If the hospital's near here, I could visit if it'll lift his spirits. I'll message you, Colleen, and see. Check comments first. Diddly-dee-dee, diddly-dee. You're having a shave on the last day to walk in Fed Square? No, I'm going in fully bearded in case there's some closing off media. I want in that last media to show that I've had a journey, you know what I mean? But when I get home, I'll shave, I'll make myself pretty, and you can see what, you know, like a before and after. Diddly-dee-dee, diddly-dee. Up to date on comments. Go Captain, you're a legend, says Karen. Thank you. Josh says, I passed you in Grey Street. I was in a blue Mazda and said, good job, mate. Oh, thank you, Josh. Cheers. Sorry if I just like waved and randomly smiled. Betty says, you missed a message, Ree. Someone has paid for your dinner. What? Chinese has been paid for you? What? So this is in the comments here somewhere. Oh, come on. You people, I mean, that's too generous. It's lovely. Oriental Jade. I don't think that's the place I was going to. Okay, I've got to chuck that into the maps and check out the messages and all of that stuff. The old poo-poo valve, yeah. I haven't heard that for a long time. Love it. Yeah, well, this kid, he jumped off the roof and landed on his bum. Okay, so I will check Oriental Jade, but now I have to have like an awkward conversation where I wander into the restaurant and go, hello, I'm the buffet superhero, Captain Australia. I'm here for my free meal. Now that's just going to be bloody awkward. I mean, it's lovely that you people won't let me buy my own food, but I'm so shy. I mean, I know it probably sounds weird, dress up as a superhero, walk around in front of people and they're all, what's wrong with that guy? But I'm bloody shy. And now I've got to go in and say, oh, someone's paid for my meal. And how can you pay for when you don't know what I'm buying? I was just wanting to get a wonton soup. Oh boy. Oriental Jade is in Hotham Street. Okay. All right. I guess I'll just go in there and muddle through. I'll tell them that I don't know. I'll have to chuck it in the map. So I'll have to end the stream, chuck Hotham Street in the map and find my way there. Thank you. So whoever has done that, without seeing it in the comments, thank you very much. Thank you for your kindness. I'm delighted by your kindness. If I ramble and rant, I'm not ungrateful. I'm just really, really shy, and it's so much easier for me to pay for my own bloody wonton soup. But it's delightful kindness, and we all should see that, and see it for what it is. It's a gift to all of us, because every single act of kindness that we implement into our day-to-day lives, it makes the world better. It's the only antidote for all of this dark shit that we see. Sorry, I swore. But you know, it won't stop nuclear warheads, but it could eventually. You know, because the more you see kindness and the more people are inspired to do it, the more intolerant we are of evil. The more intolerant we are of that slippery slope. You know, the greyness, the moral greyness that allows us to just slowly accept encroaching evil, you know? So every single act of kindness elevates us. So thank you. Thank you for my free food. I love food when it tastes like kindness, even if it's spicy, and I hate spicy food. All right, I'm going to find Hotham Street. Thank you so much. I'll get going. Hang on. Oh, I've let the comments sort of stall. Enjoy wonton soup. Chrissy Butler, was it you, Chrissy? She'd been threatening to pay for my food since day one. There you go, Chrissy. You got your wish, huh? Oh, thank you so much. Suck it up, Captain. You're a superhero. It was Chrissy Butler who paid for your dinner. She lives in Kenmore, the suburb that I live in Brisbane. And I'm sorry, Chrissy. Near the start of the walk, she had just lost her mother to cancer. And I think that, like many people, I see my march for hope, but there's a touch of it that's against cancer. So it was a way of memorialising Mum. So I recognise that, Chrissy, and I respect that. And when I take this food, I see that as a symbolic gift, and it's part of your mother. Your mother is now part of the big walk, and we're all going against cancer, okay? So I take this nourishment with gratitude. Thank you. Open until 9:30, okay? I have to kill the stream and find them. So, Hotham Street. All right, thank you so much. I'll leave it there. Sorry for the old man rambles. Chrissy, lovely, thank you. Respected, appreciated, humbled. Everybody else, cheers. I might stream later for a chat from the hotel room, but I might not. I might just zone out in front of the telly, catch up on the news, or try and find something funny to watch. Anyway, all the very best. This is Simon, Captain Australia's Big Walk, Brisbane to Melbourne for the Kids Cancer Project. Take care.